Hey there. So today is the 17th of December. Wow, week. We're looking at the week of 17th through the 23rd of December. And I'm Jen Duchenne, creator of the Illuminating Journey cards. I've already asked the question, what do we need to know this week? So the cards are ready. It is a pretty big week coming up. Of course, we're heading into Christmas that many people celebrate. We have the solstice on the 21st, full moon, 0 degrees Cancer on the 22nd, depending where you are in the world. Could be 21st, 22nd. It's a very potent energy we're talking about when the solstice hits, and then the full moon, and right after that we're moving into Christmas, where the light is rebalanced. We're called into stillness, into sacred truth. Let's see what the cards have to say. And so the first card here is this card 16, which tells me that this is a time of taking a journey, in a sense. We're really being instructed to prepare for a shift, to allow the light to come in, to allow ourselves to sit with this idea of expanding how we live and moving away from kind of suffering or from feeling stuck. I know for myself, I'm experiencing this time where I have to kind of let go of some old illusions. There's new stuff bubbling up. I know a lot of us have been through quite a few transits, and this energy that's coming through is kind of expanding our capacity, not only to receive information, but also to understand what it means. When we take a journey that is connected to our soul, to our belief systems, guided by joy. Soul portal number 16, that's a 7. It speaks to the tower in the tarot deck. And so things are turning upside down. They're shifting. We're being asked to come back to what we believe in. This is a time to come back to what's true for us. Let's see what the second card is coming up here. So now we have level number 9. And somehow I feel like, these cards are repeating themselves because the energy is so intense right now. This deck consists of 3 types of cards. One of them, the soul portal, as we just saw, the number 7 here, 16, soul portal 16, which is a magical energy, this lightning energy coming in to kind of bring your focus into your intention. Here's the level number 9, which is all about releasing or endings. It's that kind of moment of wisdom where we let go of stuff we've been holding on to, because we know that in order to begin this new journey, to step deep into the light, we have to let go, we have to release. Remembering we're still in an 11 year. This is our final kind of last few weeks of the 11 year. So whatever fears or resistance that's been sitting with us, the light and the passageway is expanding, so allowing us to release our hold on what has been. And this 9 invites our wisdom. It invites us to release the control of the ego, the personality that has run the show. And I think it's interesting because we do have an 18 year that's ending, and 18 is of course a 9, and it is about letting go of the need for the personality or the ego construct to be in charge. Doesn't mean we don't need those things. It means that kind of the soul is ready to take its role, like not let the ego decide or dictate. So it's interesting that number comes in endings. It's also about universal love, connecting to people on a very different level, where we begin to see ourselves through the eyes of joy. We're taking this journey that we're on willingly, lovingly, and letting go of concepts that have kind of made us feel separate. So the 9 helps us to connect to the greater capacity of who we are. See what the third card is. So here we have one of the third kinds of cards, which is the tools. I know we've had this card before a few times, Magic Bean. So again, this is about kind of bringing hope or seeding something that we desire, which is kind of in the element of hope. What are you desiring to bring forward? So it really is a time where we have to change how we're thinking about what's in front of us, and not only that, but change, how we're framing it, how we're naming it, but also using this idea of being able to make magic, to create something from the bean and the seed and those hopes that we've been holding against our chest, wanting to have something different. What this is saying is it really is up to us. Like, we need to, release the seed, allow it to plant itself, allow ourselves to let go of the old concepts, the old belief systems, whatever it is that we're in fear around, so that we can move forward. The idea of who we think we are or what's given us status has to crumble. And that's definitely this card. There is some sacred energy in here that calls us to take this journey, to activate a sense of freedom. I think these cards are really speaking to this idea of freedom. 9 is the final number of root numbers, number of wisdom. The 16-7 is a number where everything turns upside down, but it is also about bringing meaning into our lives. And here, being given the 9, this number of wisdom that allows us to speak with greater heart, to live with greater heart, and the magic bean that actually gives us the sustenance to create something different. So in this time of the solstice, it's actually very interesting that we have this light, the stillness solstice, the sun standing still. And if you're in the northern hemisphere, then of course we're in winter solstice. So it is very much a time of stillness, of allowing things to go fallow, so new things are seeded, just like this bean here, the magic bean with the seeds coming to light. I'm going to just pull another card because I think that, well, that's interesting. We have the level 5, which is also a number, and 5 is the center number between 1 and 9, and it is the number of change. So we are actually in a 5 month, and which makes me think it's a 14-5 month. This is about speaking our truth, being gentle with our words, but also gentle with how we speak to ourselves, because everything is in change right now. So there's a lot to deal with. It can be very hectic and scary and tumultuous because we don't know what's coming. But if we remember what we've been given or shown and what we know about our journey forward, that as we journey into the light, as we allow things to kind of unravel and move us forward, and to commit to the path that we're on, to really commit to the ideas that we believe in. And here we are gathering with family and friends, needing to kind of bring that philosophy alive, like how we're speaking to each other, how we're speaking about ourselves, and understanding that we cannot put all the blame on other people. We have to accept that we're ready and willing to lay new seeds, to let go of the old, and to really begin to cultivate this idea of change. in a way that speaks to us, that opens our hearts, that allows us to go on an adventure, to feel the freedom of being on that adventure with our seeds, with our idea of letting go and coming to life with a place of, with an energy of love, with the emotion open, willing. I think there's a great opportunity here to connect with those around us and with the world we live in a very different way. Instead of blaming the people, your family, your connections, why did you do this to me? Kind of letting go of those energies and planting these new seeds that allow you to pull away from old habits, old thinking, and replace that with a sense of love and lightness and energy, and here I am, this is what I'm doing, and I forgive you. 9 is also the number of forgiveness. I forgive you, I forgive me, and I'm ready to move on, to change, to shift, and bring in the sacredness that is true for me. I want to focus on what is true for me, what I'm building, scatter the seeds of the dreams that I have and bring it into reality. We're at a time where we're actually bringing all of these ideas into a new way of being. Well, I hope this resonates for you. It certainly seems to be speaking to me, because I know I'm in a place of change, and perhaps you are too. So let me know what speaks to you. Maybe you saw something I didn't see. Leave me a comment. I'd also love it if you followed my YouTube channel, because I post these videos every week. So leave me a comment, and of course, if you'd like to buy your own cards or find out more about me, jendushen.com, and then the cards are for sale at jendushen.com/illuminating journey cards. Till next week. Have an amazing solstice and an incredible full moon. Open your heart and begin a new journey.